Oh, howdy y'all. No music today. Don't get on to me. My tablet didn't charge. It had to do a full-on upload of some sort of program and just did not charge. Like 2% battery. I shut it back down, killed it. Oh, I feel better. Howdy, one person in, all right. Woohoo! Howdy, Mike. A little bit soggy yesterday. Couldn't really get anything started on the pipe, being that the outdoors is my work area. I'm gonna get started on it either today or tomorrow, for certain. As in taking meat out of that pipe. Yeah, but I feel like I'm letting you down. I personally felt like I've been letting you down because I haven't really started. But a lot of it was all about the what can I do with it? Do I want to do this with it? Have I ever seen anything like that ever done before? Will I still think it looks cool when I'm done? Which might be true, but I try not to let people down very much. Again, because it's the first one. Howdy, Steph. How are you? I suppose Skip will be joining us here in a little bit. No rush, though. Howdy, Doug. Good morning. Glad to see some bright and early people up today. Just in case anybody doesn't realize this, I only pick on Doug because he can handle it, and he's such a good-natured person that he dishes it right back to me when he can. And I'm very cool with that. Appreciate you, Doug. Howdy, Skip. Glad you can catch in with us today. I kind of figured that Steph and Skip would show up. They like tailgating for their own show. Oh, no. Ugh. They're sporting the Chiefs hats today. So I don't have the tablet with me this morning. It went through an update or something and it didn't charge at all. I don't know what's up with that damn thing. It's getting to the point where it might be just too old to function and I might have to just pitch it. But for what it does, it works pretty well. I'm just keeping wondering if Doug had tacos last night, because he's been having some weird, never mind that came out wrongs a lot lately. I think maybe he's starting to like tacos and not trying to admit it. Just in case anybody's wondering, I'm going for a American Patriot from Missouri Meerschaum in a big ass cob by Missouri Meerschaum. And when I get done with this, I get to go in and make breakfast. Well, breakfast food. I'm thinking pan-fried, I would call them hash browns, but they're not really going to be hash browns. They're a little bit thicker than that, but not quite French fries. Doug, that sounds a lot like chimichangas. Yes. Chimichangas. Chicken on in a fried tortilla with pico de gallo and maybe a little cheese. Yeah. Chimichangas. Oh, let's see, some breakfast sausages. That's what I'm going to be working with. Got a couple dozen eggs in there. I can whip into just about anything. Oh, yeah, that's right. It could be a quesadilla. Or half a dozen other names. Poor Doug. It all went downhill after beating that biker gang, huh? Bean burritos for lunch. I always hated the name burrito. It means little donkey. What are they trying to call it? Think about it for real. What are they really trying to call it? If you ever hang out around farm animals, I think you would understand what they're trying to say, that it basically is. What you're really doing is a refried bean taco, probably on a flour tortilla. Now remember, anything in a tortilla is actually a taco. If you want to call them burritos, you call them burritos. Unless, of course, it's an enchilada and then it's got sauce on top. Huva ilta, Boris. Yeah, and it actually is morning for me, but that's 7+ hours for you. Wow. Yeah. So ways out there, Boris. Early evening in Boris. This is home area there in Finland. Yes. Don't worry, Boris. Skip's going to go to bed in an hour. You know, it's 7 p.m. I do not have Spotify. I could probably get Spotify. I don't know. Is it a free app like most normal apps are? Or have they decided to do something completely stupid and therefore you're trying to warn us against having it? Free with ads. Yeah, everything's free with ads. You gotta make money somehow. Woo! Scotland at England rugby. That's going to be something to watch. Swamp mussel. All one word. I'm a little worried. I'm like really a little worried. Oh, okay. The Night Piper's music. Nice. All right. $500 subs. That's a level I might never actually acquire. I'm all the way up to like 156. As far as musicians go, they're all more talented than I am. I have zero musical ability. I have desire, I just don't have talent. Don't worry, Doug. I expect fully well that somebody's going to be bright and send me some pumpkin spice or something peach. I'm going to white elephant that crap as fast as it can get the hell back out of here. Or I'll just sit there and go, return to sender. I like pea soup, though. Good pea soup? Girl I dated for a little while, her mother made some real, just excellent pea soup. She got the recipe from her mother. Both of them full-blooded Italian. Not the girl I was dating. She'd have been half Italian, half German. Oh no. Good pea soup is not an oxymoron if you can get someone that actually knows what they're doing. Okay, maybe it's the pork belly that goes into it that flavors it up, makes it taste right. When you get one of those little Jewish lady or little Italian ladies that lived in a Jewish neighborhood up in New York, and they cook stuff right out of the deli, I bet you'll eat the hell out of it. How come Mike is suddenly sounding like Andy Dufresne? See, Boris knows what I'm talking about. You get pea soup that's got the right kind of pork belly or ham or something that's cut up into it and cooked just right. goes down so smooth. All right, yeah, the color is horrible, but damn. I'm not going to tell you that something has to be the most beautiful color to be tasty. Howdy, Todd. The pipe grump. Howdy. Well, Doug, you can point the finger at me when it comes to who's still pushing that taco bit, because, man, that crap's funny. Can't help it. It's Josh. I know Pipe Grump is Josh, but I'll never remember. Not on the fly. Don't worry. I know my limitations. I've always liked his little cartoon doodle, though, right there in the in the chat box. He's kind of sitting there going, and that's what I tell people all the time. They can call me anything they damn well want to. It's not going to hurt my feelings. All one of it. I've seen it with yellow peas and green peas and purple hull peas and I mean all kinds of different things. Purple pea soup is the weirdest looking stuff because it comes out brown. No, really, I'd be talking to myself. That would be pretty funny, Josh. I could see it happening, though. Watch, some kid is going to be out there Lego modeling the damn thing, and turning it and making it just perfect. Well, I am fairly certain that I will not have any robins in my yard with me right now. Has something to do with an 18-pound fur-covered bowling ball that I call a cat. He is actively looking for something to pounce on. It's rather fun to watch, really. Late for supper? No, I don't call anybody late for supper. I don't call anybody for supper. If you don't know that I'm fixing food, that's your own fault. If I eat it all, guess you didn't want any. All right, Josh, we'll be all over on Stephen Skip's channel, though. Probably. Well, we're only 20 minutes in here, so we got 40 minutes. If you eat fast, I'll still be here. I don't know what he's having for lunch. I really don't. I mean, if he's having like a steak and big salad, corn on the cob, mashed potatoes, good sized beer. I mean, I could see settling down and eating for 40 minutes if that's what you're doing. If you're having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, well, you know, if you're out for 40 minutes for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you eat real slow. Yeah, no big deal. So anybody want to talk about anything today? Just throw stuff in there. Steph, by the way, is today your music challenge or is it going to be next week? I just want to know, because if it's today, I'm just going to go in and like your video and then I'm going to get out of here. Because I have no choice but to lose. Between the lag that I get watching everybody else's stations and my lack of actual musical knowledge, I know I'm going to lose. No, I'll still be there. They're fun to watch. Good Lord, Boris, I can't wait until Boris is no longer at freezing degree temperatures on a constant basis. I mean, I know if it was me, I'd be out there with 3 electric blankets somehow wrapped around me, one underneath, one on top, and one kind of all the way over the top. It'd be the only way I'd survive out there the way Boris is out there right now. That and wherever my balcony is would be covered in like saran wrap so that all the wind and snow stays out, except for one little spot just to let the smoke out. The reason for the saran wrap is that the sunlight can still get in. It creates a natural heating layer. And if it's stretched right, it's fairly wind resistant unless it's a direct straight line. Two to 3 months. Jeez. I will be 47 before 2 to 3 months is over. Feels like a lifetime ago. Hell, they told me I'd never make it to 17, much less 21. I kept proving them wrong. Is what it is. It is a little chilly out this morning, though. At least the wind has died down. Kilted Piper Steve, howdy. Glad you could make it in. Oh, and I can hear the trash men. I don't know what street they're on, but they're getting closer. Is Miss Kathy there also, Steve? If so, howdy to Miss Kathy. didn't know that I was leaving you out, but be happy to know it wasn't intentional. So tomorrow I'm figuring that I cannot in any way, shape, or form get on YouTube, because I'm fairly certain I'm going to be seeing a bunch of stuff from Perique, Piper Skip, and various other people who believe that Kansas is the best team. Yeah, last winter was very mild comparatively. Though 2 winters ago, we actually had an ice storm come through Houston, and the people got out there in it, and they were slamming into each other and doing all kind of stupid things. Yeah, there's some kind of game tomorrow. I think that makers of large, bold pipes should sue, because this is a Super Bowl. When your bowl game gets you a trophy, it doesn't even look like a bowl or a cup. Can you really call it a bowl? I mean, you're not rolling a round ball with 3 holes at 10 pins. That would be bowl. You could be as mean and as ugly as I am, and that's just plain bold. Howdy, Jim. I'd say cheers, but this is just coffee. By the way, Jim, how did the beer turn out, or have you even tried it yet? Last time I actually asked for certain that I remember, you said they were bottling it, but you haven't had it yet. Now, of course, if they're lagering it, then you still probably got about a week before it's ready. Okay. So they are actually lagering it. All right. Understood. No, I don't know anything about beer. And if you believe that lie, I've got a bridge in New York I need to sell you, and some bridge property in my home state of California. And you know, there's been songs about stuff in Arizona that might be oceanfront property you might be interested in. Yeah, the offensive tackles trying to protect Mahomes is one thing, but Mahomes has also been shown to be a scrambler when needed. I think the thing that's going to make Mahomes such a good quarterback in the future is that he really tries to stay in the pocket until it just becomes like, no, this is crazy. I'm out of here. I got to leave. Correct. So, as Jim just said, lagering is basically, after you bottle it, you let it condition inside the bottle for about 2 weeks. If I remember correctly from when I was studying on the subject, you try to keep it at about 60 to 65 degrees and in the dark. Similar to cellaring, but not quite. The temperature range there is so that the yeast can finish off doing what they're doing, and it will actually carbonate and continue to produce alcohol. This is all when I thought about actually brewing beer, and I was only thinking about brewing beer. Then I realized that I don't have any kind of patience for waiting for the beer to lager, and I just decided, no, I'm not doing it. So, yeah. I agree with you, Boris, and Brady does not have the wheels, never had the wheels to ever be able to buy time that way. And Kansas City has a damn good defense. Okay, they didn't show it against the Raiders or the Chargers at least one time during the year, but with the Chargers, there was no point in them playing that game. They had already clinched home field throughout. It was a throwaway game for the Chiefs. Understood. Against the Raiders, that was kind of different story. Isn't that right, Skip? Isn't that right? Yeah. They shouldn't have even been losing that game either. How they lost to the Raiders, I do not know. My little 8-8 Raiders. So far, the first and only legitimate team to beat the defending Super Bowl champions. So there's two things to think about here. If I remember correctly, the Super Bowl is in Tampa this year. So this is going to be the actual first time that a team is going to play in their home stadium for the Super Bowl. So I guess there's still hope for the Raiders for next year, right? Not while Mahomes is living and Andy Reid is in control. So maybe Tampa Bay can just have a very large sinkhole. The whole game falls into it. We're back to 30 teams, all of them happy. Never have to hear about Tom Brady again, except for once a year they're going to make some big deal about Tom Brady and the tragedy of Mahomes. And quite honestly, the real tragedy will be that they invited so many first responders to come to the game. That would be the real loss. if that happened. Howdy, Chad. I got a feeling if the Chiefs win this game tomorrow, they will probably be in the Super Bowl again next year. But I think that one's supposed to be in LA, right? I know it's Los Angeles and then Las Vegas directly. I just don't remember if there's a game to be played in between. Oh, isn't there supposed to be one in Atlanta pretty quickly also? Didn't they just create a new stadium? Craziest thing about Atlanta's new stadium, they actually have a Chick-fil-A that's never open on Sundays in a stadium. That will play 7 out of 8 games, home games that is, on Sunday. Plus the 2 preseason games, which are also on Sunday. I mean, they might play a Thursday night game, but it might be an away game. It might be there. So at best, their stadium is going to be, their Chick-fil-A is going to be open 2 days out of an entire year. That's hilarious. All right, Todd. Please take care. Be safe. We will definitely see you. Something tells me they are not going to be playing at Soldier Field or in Green Bay anytime in the near future. Mostly because the people who can afford the tickets are filthy rich for the most part. And you don't want those kind of people to be uncomfortable. So of course the NFL is going to play to their donators and going to keep it in warm or domed climates. Skip, all you got to do is watch Buffalo or the Raiders. There you go. It's Canadian and one's Mexican. And there's really only 2 good teams that the Mexicans love, and that's the Raiders and the Cowboys. I don't know why they love the Cowboys, but Chad, I'd be great with that. Marching bands at halftime, yeah. What are these? Jacksonville, yeah. They play a lot in London. Heck, for too long, there's going to have to be a team in China just to make sure that we keep it all nice and fair and even. 20 minutes left. I kind of like to divide my thing up kind of like an NHL game. You know, hockey. Elemental? Did I miss somebody? I'm thinking spell check screwed up Chad's thing. Seen the Vikings 2 times in London? Yeah. The Raiders have played in London at least once. Hell, they've lost a home game every year for the last 6 years, except for this year. Sorry. Forgot. That's right, that was Ella Mental. I'd be surprised if she didn't have one of those roller derby helmets that had pigtails that stuck out of it. Go ahead, Steph. You can admit to it. You probably did. There's no shame in it. Actually be kind of cool story to be able to say, yeah, I was one of those kind of chicks that had those. Too easy to grab. Of course they were too easy to grab. Doesn't mean that there weren't a whole bunch of the girls that wore them. Holly had a good friend that actually played roller derby from here in the Houston area. I don't remember what her team name was, or heck, I don't even remember what her real name is. Started with a D. It's about as best I can do. I just heard the Holly. Don't worry if you didn't hear. I know the noise. No, it was not Dirty Diana. Yeah, the last time they actually went with a football stadium in the north, it was when the Jets and Giants stadium first opened. And accordingly, it was one of the worst attended Super Bowls in a while, because even though it wasn't cold, there were enough people out there that knew it could have been. Of course, the NFL is not really about losing money. They are all about making money, printing money, minting money. Don't get me wrong. If I had that kind of money and could afford a team, I'd be one of those that was printing and minting money my own damn self. I'd figure out a way. And if the Houston Texans are any indication, you can suck for 18, 19 years and you will still not have any problems selling out your stadium. Yeah, it's like that. I think I think cigar manufacturers should seriously think about sponsoring certain college bowl games just because we all know that the winner is going to go into the locker room and light up a big fancy cigar anyways. I think the company known as Punch should be first in line for that because then it's the Punch Bowl. Oh yeah, Native American stickball. Of course, if I remember correctly, that was one of those things that basically was lacrosse. Yes, I do believe that Watson will be finding a way to get the hell out of Houston. Um, hurling. I'm not sure about hurling, but curling is a good game. I like curling. It's the only kind of game I know of where the winning team buys the losing team a beer. Probably why I like it so much. Of course, if you really want a good game, that's when you go to, let's see, what was it? That's right, Amish sports hunting. That's right. Go ahead. Think about that for a second. Amish sport hunting. See, what you do is when you spot a deer out in the middle of a field, you sneak up on it and then you erect a barn around it and it's domesticated. But I might have watched too many hours of Martin's show. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, I don't. At least one of y'all was laughing. I know it's true. It's a stupid joke. Yes, crickets. Yeah. Exactly. You know, morons. Yes, you pointed that out to me. I did watch some of those. Sometimes it looks a whole lot more like just drunken bar brawl. Eh, a little bit. Okay, so somebody's going to have to help me out here on the transition between here and Stephen Skips. I know we're into the last 10-ish minutes, but I don't have my tablet with me today, so I can't actually watch for them and me. I'm not trying to shirk my responsibilities as the chief tailgater, but my tablet didn't charge. What do you want? Put it on charge last night. Woke up. It was down to 2%. It went on the damn charger with 35%. Down to 2%. Yay. Now, Boris, don't get me wrong. Drunken bar brawl does sound pretty fun, especially to us rednecks. Tell you what, I would really be a little bit worried if they sent a team that was partly military trained for strategy and partly rednecks just for the sheer fun of thumping on people. That would be a hard team to beat as far as the Calicio Storico. I probably said it wrong. 12 ounces of coffee. Can't be wrong. But I try to limit myself to 1 cup a day because they told me that that's what's causing most of my kidney stones is caffeine. But they said wine's still good for me, so I'm good. I just gotta find cheap wine. Okay, for those of you who haven't seen me drinking my normal thing of cheap wine, it's because I buy 6 of them at a time. You'll see me go for 5 or 6 weeks where I have it. It's cheaper to buy a 6-pack of them than it is to buy them singly. And I'm only going to make 1 dish every once in a while. You know, what is it, like beef bourguignon or something like that. I don't know. Take a can of wine, pour a cup of it in with some beef stew type material, and put it in the pressure cooker and let it cook down. That's all I know. Let the women take care of it from there. Soccer hooligans, yeah. Chad, I don't know. If I buy the bread, I can't afford the wine. Singer, song. I don't think I've actually ever heard those words in a song that I've actively listened to. By actively, I mean, if I heard it on the radio, I'd have been like, damn, I missed 3 seconds of it. I mean, I could do words from songs that Luther Allison, Sirius. I'm guessing that it is a blues song. Just a guess. Suicide is Painless. I don't know who sang it. Merle the Pearl. So Chad has at least given us that much of a hint. Got a lot of family that listen to country. I found it to be a little bit depressing for me. Depressing wasn't good for me. Oh, you're saying that Suicide is Painless was the MASH theme song and it was sang by Merle? Okay. I didn't know it was sang by Merle. I know my grandmother, on my dad's side, she used to sing that, "You're cheating hard." She loved to sing that damn one. And I don't know why. She raised good people. And yes, the trash men finally showed up. As per normal, hey, it's Saturday. And I almost feel bad. I don't really. I will say that if I was trying to mimic a voice in just a line or two of a song, y'all would already know. I'm going to tell you, this American Patriot stuff is not bad for something that's supposed to have a whiskey topping. It's pretty flavorful and just strong enough that I'm not going like, I'm probably going to have another bowl as soon as I'm done. Of course, with a bowl this size, if you're smoking something of real strength like Chad would, you're probably almost just saying. So I've been on an hour before Steph and Skip start their show. I'd like you all to remind yourselves, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other as you can. We are the only ones going to do it, so you might as well do the best you can at that. As always, I'd like to invite you to come back anytime you want. And of course, Bread and Wine song is Sidewalks of Chicago. Okay. I will take your word for it. And remember, we're going over to Steph and Steve's here in just a minute. But remind, as always, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. And being that I'm pretty sure that they're starting by now, because look, there's Briar Report telling us that he's here. I know, Chief Lurker in charge. Not a problem, Skip. I will see y'all on your channel soon. Y'all take care. Let's all go to the real show now. Not yet? Okay, well, not yet. They're not ready to start yet. Oh, I did start about 10 minutes early, so no, if y'all want to hang out for another 10 minutes, let's go. Like I said, somebody just keep me informed. I'm pretty good there. I just don't like to forget. Got that Walter face going. So, how's life up in Buffalo? And for any of y'all interested in sports talk with Phil, then you have to go pretty much straight hockey. Even better if you know anything about the Sabres, because he's close enough to Buffalo that he's going to be a Sabres fan. I mean, if you live up there and you're not a Sabres fan, you're probably going to get hurt. Cricket. That's right. He also likes cricket. He'll discuss it with you for 3 straight days. Hockey is definitely the best sport. Jim would know. He's got the Golden Knights. Houston does not have a hockey team. That's why we are the worst major sports city on the planet. Even Dallas has a damn hockey team. Well, you know, it's not my fault that Phil takes the long view of such things. It is my fault that Phil was called Fillery for about 2 months. I did that. It is a hell of a video. I should probably remove it, but I'm not nice enough to do such things. And right about the same time I was going to convince the world that Phil was actually Sean Connery, Sean Connery died. I'd say I miss the Oilers, but no, I bet you they're still in Edmonton. Edmonton Oilers. Come on, we all know it was the Houston Oilers. I don't discuss anything about the Minnesota Wild. They had an IHL franchise team down here in Houston. Used to go see them all the time. The Arrows. Yeah, we don't have them anymore. All right, Steph. I will bug out of here quickly and get over to your channel just quickly as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all taking up this portion of your day to hang out with me here tailgating for Steph and Skip. I'm pretty sure they will appreciate you joining in on their channel too. So let's go over there and cheer them on. Talk to y'all soon. Thanks. Bye now.